The NFL Today on CBS Sports is presented by Jeep.
And welcome back to the NFL Today. And now Amazon takes you out to the sights and sounds of the game between the Browns and the Steelers. Let's send you on out to Pittsburgh with our announcers, Jim Nance, Tony Romo, and Tracy Wolfson.
JP, the colors of the season abound in the Steel City and reflected on the field. Orange and brown, yellow and gold, whatever you want to call it. It is Cleveland and it is Pittsburgh and it is meaningful. And hello, friends, Jim Nance, Tony Romo, Tracy Wolfson. Yes, the Steelers are one of 4 unbeaten teams heading into Week 6. Meanwhile, the Browns, they've won 4 in a row. And we've got a relevant game here between Cleveland and Pittsburgh. Biggest game for Cleveland in a long, long time, Tony.
You're exactly right. If you're a Brown fan, you've been waiting to play in a game like this. Pittsburgh's been doing it for a long time. Right now, though, this is the game. Cleveland, they're desperate for this game. They want to come in here and win since when, Jim? When was the last time?
Well, they've lost the last 16 years, since 2003.
Today's the day. I think they can do it. This Browns team, it's for real. They're going to be around this whole season.
And that means Roethlisberger has never lost to the Browns here. He's won 22 times overall against Cleveland. He's beaten the Browns franchise more than any starting quarterback in history.
Well, that just shows his ability, his longevity, and obviously him being out last year, it gives you a rejuvenation almost, like you're young again. And all of a sudden, he's playing some of the best football of his career through 4 weeks. You're seeing Roethlisberger get the ball out of his hand. It's the special group they have on offense.
We've got some great matchups in the trenches today. Maybe no bigger matchup than this running attack of Cleveland against the front 7 of Pittsburgh.
Kevin Stefanski comes in. He brings in Bill Callahan, make a few adjustments to that offensive line. Bam, #1 in the league. But guess who they're going against today, Jim? The #2 defense in the NFL against the rush. And this Steeler front 7, it's dominant everywhere. There's no weaknesses. This is a great matchup.
And it's an interesting matchup as well on the other side of it, the offensive line of the Steelers against Myles Garrett and company for Cleveland. Of course, last year we all know what happened with Myles Garrett, the helmet incident with Mason Rudolph. He got suspended the last 6 games of the season. It's been a big talk all week long heading into this one. For the latest on that story, here's Tracy.
Well, Jim, Myles Garrett certainly not expecting a warm welcome here in Pittsburgh, but he did spend some time during pregame talking with Pittsburgh head coach Mike Tomlin. And we spoke with Myles Garrett yesterday, and what he told us is his focus right now is on football and trying to get to Ben Roethlisberger. We also spoke with both coaches. They downplayed it. They said they didn't bring it up to their team once this week. As for Mike Tomlin, he told us he's not looking for any low-hanging fruit or reality TV. His focus, making sure they block Myles Garrett and that backup Mason Rudolph remains behind him on the sidelines the whole game, Jim.
Okay, Tracy. Hey, the NFL is the best reality TV every single week. But anyway, Baker and Odell, they both have issues. The ribs for Baker and just an illness that kept Beckham out of practice for 2 days.
Yep, I expect Odell to be just fine today. Baker, we got to see early in the game. Is he going to be able to take those hits, keep throwing? I think he looks good so far.
Tony, let's do some Project Smarter. Presented by the Home Depot. Let's talk Kareem Hunt and Chase Claypool. Game breakers.
Kareem Hunt comes right in after the Chubb injury. Doesn't look like they've lost a step. Great challenge today against this front 7, though.
How about the rookie? What he did last week? 4 touchdowns in the win against the Eagles.
He did, and I'm telling you, it's not a secret anymore. Everyone knows this might be the steal of the draft. Right now, he's my rookie of the year already.
Yeah, well, what a week that was. And as you said, no secret any longer. Your game point, though, again, it gets back to this right here.
Yeah, Cleveland O-line, Pittsburgh front 7, strength on strength. This reminds me of those old 80s contests. You got the NFC East, right? You got to stop the run, and you got to try and run the football. Today, whoever does that the best is going to come out with a win.
Well, it's a rivalry that goes back to the 1950 season in the NFL, so it's technically the oldest rivalry in the AFC. We're talking about Pittsburgh and Cleveland, and it's coming up next on CBS. of love when it comes to the Browns and the Steelers. Only a 2-hour drive apart, but they're ready to duel. Cleveland and Pittsburgh coming up next on CBS.